Dear friends, welcome back. This is Nick from educates.tv and today we will take a look at the 5-inch touch display from Waveshare. We are going to see how to set this display up with Raspberry Pi and how to use touch with it. Let's start. A few weeks ago I received my first Raspberry Pi board, which I now start to learn how to use it. It is a great board, but I also wanted a display in order to be easier to work with it without having to use an external monitor each time I wanted to play with my Raspberry Pi. I wanted it to be a touchscreen in order not to have to use a mouse as well. After a lot of searching, I concluded that the ideal display for my needs will be this one, the Waveshare 5-inch touchscreen for Raspberry Pi, which has a resolution of 800 by 480 pixels. It costs around $40. Gearbest.com web store was kind enough to send me a sample unit in order to test it. Thank you guys for supporting our channel. As you can see, I managed to get the display up and running and the touchscreen is working fine. It took me some time in order to figure out how to do it, as it is not plug and play as I first thought. The display comes with this HDMI adapter and this stylus. All you have to do is to plug the screen in your Raspberry Pi board. I am using a Raspberry Pi A+ board, but it works on any Raspberry Pi board except from the Raspberry Pi Model A. Next, you have to connect the HDMI adapter like this. Be careful though, as I read on some forums, never power up the display without the HDMI adapter connected to the Raspberry Pi, as it may damage the display. I am not sure if this is a real issue, but I don't intend to find out with my display. After connecting the display, we have to find the appropriate drivers for it. The display works with the Noobs distribution, but touchscreen is not. I lost a day trying to install the touchscreen drivers for the display on my Noobs distribution. It does not work, at least in my case. I then found out an extremely easy solution. We have to go to the Waveshare product page and simply download the Raspberry Pi image file. It contains the full Raspbian distribution with all the settings and the drivers installed and configured. All we have to do then is to write that image to a formatted SD card using Windows 32 Disk Imager, and that's it. The SD card must have a capacity of at least 8 GB. After writing the image to the SD card, all we have to do is to boot our Raspberry Pi. The Pi boots up and everything works as expected. The last step is to run the touchscreen calibration utility and our touchscreen is set up. It is that easy after all. Links for all the software can be found in the description of the video. As you can see, the display works fine. It works with the finger as well if the buttons of the user interface are big enough. If you want to buy this display, you can find a link for it in the description of the video. I think this display, or any touch display, greatly improves the Raspberry Pi board, as we can now build standalone projects that do not require keyboard, mouse or monitor, since we use a touchscreen for user input and output. I plan to use this display in many projects to come. By the way, I have many projects to build in mind. You can find them in this website educates.tv/ideas. In this website you can vote on which ideas you would like to be built first, or post your own project ideas. I plan to work on the projects with the most votes first. So consider voting the project you like and help me decide which projects are most useful and interesting to you, the viewers of the channel. Thank you in advance. If this is your first time here, I would love to have you subscribed. In this channel I post videos about do-it-yourself projects every Saturday. I love making things and I believe that anyone can make things, anyone can become a maker. That's why I created this channel, in order to share my knowledge with the community and learn from the community. I hope you will join us. Until next Saturday, watch, learn, build.